Hello YouTube, LPlay's back once again for some more of our Minecraft adventure. And I have managed to get myself a diamond sword crafted up. Oh yeah, baby. So I'll show you what it is. So it's not as great as it was meant to be, so I've ended up getting Smite 2 with my enchantment. Which is kind of sucky. I mean, it's still going to be a massive improvement over the iron tools that we had before. But I was actually trying to get sharpness 2 on my diamond sword. The enchant was right there. I just clicked the wrong one and accidentally clicked on smite, and now it's done. So that did not work. And then to make it even worse, I crafted another diamond sword, put the sharpness enchant on it, and then tried to combine them in an anvil, which worked, but then they came out as smite 2 still. So I basically wasted an entire diamond sword and got nothing out of it, like a complete scrub. So that'll teach me for not knowing about enchanting and how it works. Next time I think I'm definitely going to be a bit more careful with that. But the point is, we've got a diamond sword. Oh yeah, let's have a look. Let's have a look what we look like. Look at us now, fully enchanted, diamond sword. We still need to get diamond armor, but that takes a lot of diamonds, so that's going to be a little while. But yeah, we are rocking and we are rolling. And also, just to let you know, oh my god, I've still left that ugly dirt scaffold in there. I need to remove that. But I have done a bit of work starting to do the sides of our beautiful tailor shop. So all I'm going to do with these is put in a few windows and have some nice window trimming, similar to what we've done on the front, but obviously not quite as prominent because it's the sides and the back. They'll just be sort of smaller dressings. The same sort of style, but I don't want it to stand out as much because I want the front to be the front, obviously. So I'm not going to put like lamps on all four sides or anything like that. And it probably won't stick out quite as much, but it'll be a lot nicer than just plain at the moment. So I've basically, all I've done is sort of gone inside and punched out a few windows, well, sort of provisional places where windows might go. Happy with the bottom layer, definitely. Have I done the back? I think I've done the back too. Yeah, okay, so I'm happy with the back. That's completely fine because it matches the front. The sides, so the bottom, yes, happy with this. These two here, no, they're gonna have to go. This floor basically needs to change. This is split into 2 floors within the building, so that's why I think I've had a bit of an issue there. So in the rooms, these look like they're in a good place, but from the outside, they don't quite look right. So I need to play around with that. Top one's gonna be fine. 2 big windows up there. I might put a little tiny window, like a little cross window at the top or something. We'll see. But that's coming along, so I am gonna be doing that like off camera just to get it finished, because obviously we've got this beautiful building. We don't want to leave it like unfinished. So I promise you that is underway. As you can see, I've added in the stone brick trimmings to the roof, like I said I was going to do. This actually turned out to be a bit more tricky than I thought. So I originally only had it like coming up to here. It didn't look right with just the front, so obviously I tried to even it out and do the back as well. But the reason it was a little bit trickier than I thought, if I could just get around here to show you. Oh, I want to try and look up because I don't want to spoil the next bit. I'm purposely looking up high in the air. So over in this corner here, basically it joins onto like steps. So I had a bit of a struggle trying to get that to fit in, but I've ended up doing it so it looks okay. It's managed to blend in quite nicely, so that's worked out all right, which is good. It was a bit tricky, but we got there in the end. The reason I'm looking up like a crazy fool, I've done the graveyard, so the graveyard area is now complete with our beautiful little pony. Oh, hello! He's saying hi to us. How cute. Ah, his lovely blonde hair. This is definitely my favourite horse, and I like the idea of just him being like the chapel's pet horse. I mean, it feels like it fits, you know, the little chapel, to have a nice little pony / horse out the front. Brilliant. But yeah, anyway, I've managed to do the graveyard. I've put in a few different types of gravestone, and then I've gone for like a bigger sort of cross gravestone as like a feature gravestone. You know, like if you've ever been to a cemetery, hopefully not for anybody you know, but I'm sure some of us have. But if you've ever, I'm sure you've all seen a cemetery. There's obviously some of the gravestones, the older ones, where clearly that family were well off or wealthy in sort of older times, and they've got like big monuments rather than just sort of little gravestones like this. So I've tried to do that kind of thing with this big one here. But I think that's ended up looking really damn cool. I spent quite a bit of time getting all this path done as well, and sort of doing the dirt paths and stuff all in here with the gravel to make it look kind of unkempt and worn and walked on. But yeah, I'm really happy with how that's turned out. That is looking very, very cool, and it all fits together super nicely. So yeah, how cool is this? But today, so we've had a couple of episodes working on this. I figured today is the day Today's the day. Today is the day, guys. We're going to finish up the church completely. There might be a few bits where I sort of skip around, so I might sort of pause the episode and come back and do a bit of editing just to sort of blend it in, because I do want to get everything done today, and some of it's going to take me quite a long time. Let's go kill some. Let's go try out our new sword. God, we're going to die straight away, aren't we? Yeah, come to me. Come to me, fool. Oh, I totally should have killed the skeleton first. Can I get the skeleton to shoot the creeper? Can I get him to shoot the creeper? Can I get him to shoot the creeper? Come on, shoot the creeper, damn it! Okay, right, we've taken him down. Next for the skeleton. Come on, buddy. Oh, yeah, you can hit me now. You can hit me now, but you're going to get wrecked. Ugh. Oh, yeah. Nice. So that took like, what, 4 hits? Still takes quite a few, but yeah, it's pretty nice. We got a nice sword, and we didn't take much damage, so... Boom. Boom! Right, let's take a nap. As always, I start the episode in the middle of the night like a crazy person, but there was a reason for it this time, and that's because the graveyard looks really cool and eerie at night time. So yeah, I wanted to do that. Ooh, let's get this full. Look at that, we've already got zombie people in our graveyard, which fits perfectly. So yeah, the other idea I had for this chapel area, because the whole, as I've talked about, the backstory behind it is kind of a little bit run down and not abandoned, but it's in a state of disrepair kind of thing. I'm not going to put any lighting outside the church, which is kind of crazy. Inside we're going to have lit up, obviously, but all around this graveyard area, I want it to be kind of like a danger zone, basically. I want it to be creepy. I want it to, like, if you come down here at night time, I want it to be dangerous. There's going to be zombies in the graveyard, walking in the cemetery, like the undead, all that kind of stuff. And just because then it's like in my series, like for me, it's going to give it a real sort of creepy, eerie sense, and I've got to be careful down by the chapel, you know. I just feel like that fits in really well with our little theme that we're going for with this area. Obviously, everywhere else I'm going to have lit up, but just this little area is going to be like dangerous at night time. So we are actually going to have to be careful when we come here, which I thought was just a nice little touch. But right, first things first, I think we need to get up to the top and start working on the steeple, because that's the next big thing, guys. The next big thing. I make it sound like it's a new TV show. The next big thing to grace your screens. L Plays crafts a steeple. I've got no idea how this is going to work. This is one of those things that I've been looking at a few pictures of how people do steeples, and I don't really like any of them. So I'm kind of going to so most of the steeples I've seen people do are like just pointed, and they look cool, but I kind of want it to be that on top of another one, if that makes sense. So kind of like a diamond-y type thing going on, so it sort of comes out at the bottom and then goes up at the top. And as always, I'm pointing at my screen to try and show you what I mean, but you can't see me, so that's not helpful. One day I'll stop doing that, but it's become such a habit now that I'm always pointing at the screen going, here you go guys, here you go. But right, let's have a think. So we've definitely got to come out. Oh, we're gonna have to build some sort of scaffold, I think, and I'm gonna have to make sure I take this one down. So I'm gonna do, we'll see how, I don't know how, I'm kind of winging this part. I've got an idea of the shape that I want it to end up as. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna achieve that. So I'm gonna have a little play around here, but I might do a little bit on camera, depending on how it's going. If I can figure it out reasonably quickly, then we'll do it on camera. If not, then I'll probably cut out and we'll come back and I'll have figured it out, or something like that. Who knows? We'll see. I don't know. You don't know. The suspense. Right, so let's get... I should build a scaffold all the way around, because that's going to be much easier. Maybe. Does that make sense? Does it make sense to do that, or am I just making more work for myself when it comes to taking it down? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I mean, I have great ideas for buildings, but I'm not great at the process itself. I think that's a good summary of the channel. I build some really cool things, but I'm not actually good at doing it. It takes me forever, and I always end up knocking it down halfway through and changing my mind. But I think we can all agree at this point. I mean, you guys seem to be loving the stuff that I'm building, and I'm pleasantly surprised every time I build something new at just how well it ends up turning out. Even when I think, oh god, this is not going to be great, it seems to work out nicely. So fingers crossed this will be another one of those situations. Oh, also, this is the first episode in my single-player series that I can talk about it now, because by the time this comes out, my episode 1 on the Craft Theory server will be out, and you will hopefully all have seen that. I am so excited for that new series. So anyone who hasn't seen it, go watch it now, you crazy person. It's basically more Minecraft goodness as you know and love, but it's me on a vanilla SMP multiplayer server. It's the Craft Theory server, so it's a bunch of adults that basically love Minecraft and have got together to sort of create an awesome server. It's the second season that I'm on, so obviously it's the first season I've ever been on, but there has been a season 1 of Craft Theory before, so these guys know what they're doing, and they're all a really great bunch of guys. It's basically set up as 3 different groups of people, so we've been split into teams. We're obviously like we'll all sort of do stuff together and all that kind of good stuff. But like the base areas and spawn areas have been split into 3 different teams. So there's the red team, which is me, Crimson Crafters, and then there's the blue and the green teams too. They're not important. Red team's the best. Red team for the win. Woo! But yeah, that's going to be like so much fun. And I'm just trying to think. No, okay. So there's another big surprise related to that series coming in episode 2. So I don't know if this episode might come out before episode 2, so I'm not going to spoil that. If you're watching this and episode 2 hasn't come out, get excited because there's going to be another big announcement or big surprise coming. Obviously the first big surprise is that I made it onto the SMP server, and I'm super excited about that. It is a whitelisted server. You have to apply to get on there, and obviously not everybody can go on it, and it's for adults only. So if you're not an adult, then you can't go on there, and there's other servers out there for you, I guess. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I'm super psyched about that one. Super excited. Hopefully, you guys are gonna love that one too. I'm already having a lot of fun, even though it's like very early days. So I can just tell that there's going to be a lot of good stuff coming out of that. I've noticed that as I'm sort of babbling away to you like a crazy person, I'm just running around in circles. I'm just trying to think where I go next with my idea here for the roof. I'm thinking. So we came out one. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Let's go. Let's see. Let's have a look. Let's have a look-see. Little look-see and see what happens. Uh, uh. I don't know what these noises are that I make when I play games. God, my neighbours probably hear like the noises that I make and just think to themselves like, what the hell is going on up there? Especially when I like get scared by a creeper or something and I'm just screaming like a little girl. Oh dear. I'm generally like pretty quiet as well, so like they're gonna go from hearing like no noise ever to just random like ah! Ah! And then an explosion. Well, I guess they wouldn't hear the explosion because I'm wearing a headset, and it's not gonna be an actual explosion. Right, so we're going to go up one, and then, so I think the way I'm going to do this, yeah, okay, yeah, I know how I'm going to do this. I know how I'm going to do it. Oh, do I know how I'm going to do it? I think I know how I'm going to do it, but how do I join up? So I know how I'm going to do each face, but I'm just thinking how to join up each face. I think, like, place the damn stair. I guess, like, that is probably going to work, and then maybe I'll take the corners off. Maybe, yeah, maybe that'll work. How have I done it? I've just forgotten already. Okay, here and here. Bear with me. I've got an idea. I think I know what I'm doing. Oh, this could work. I might change my mind and start again. If I do, I'll do it off camera and come back. But I think so. I want this to be. I want this to be quite. Actually, no. I need it to come out more. I think. Do I need it to come? No, I don't. I don't need it to come out more because the bottom comes out and the tops and the middle's thin. So this will probably be a good size, I think. So we've gone step. So I learnt this trick from, well, I don't know about trick, like I learnt this technique from B-dubs. When you're trying to make a roof tall, it's quite hard to do in Minecraft. If you just use steps, the roofs end up looking quite flat. But if you want more of a pointed steeple-like roof, then you should mix up with steps and blocks. So, for example, here I'm going to go 2 of these, and then I'll put another step on top. Like that. But I don't know if this is going to work. I think we're too close together. Well, I mean, like, we're definitely too close together because that would be it then, wouldn't it, I guess? Can I, like, jump onto this tree? No, I feel like that's a suicide mission if I try and do that. Let's do it. That was terrible. Oh, my God. What a massive failure. Right, let's take a step back. as always, when you're building, if you're not sure, just take a step back, have a look. No, definitely not. So we need to come out more. How much more is the question? I think we probably need to come out. So I want to go step, 2 blocks, step, 2 blocks, step. That's how I want to do it, I think. So let me just quickly put it on the floor. I want to go step, block, block. Is that how I want to do it? Step, block, block. I think that's how I want to do it. Or do I want to go... No, did I want to go step 2 blocks like this and then take that one out? Let me have a look. Is that how I want to do it? Yeah, something like that, maybe. Right, gosh. I'll do it on the floor, and then I won't make you suffer for it. When I go back up, I'll pause it, and we'll come back, and it will all be done, and it will all be looking lovely. Let's smash this. Actually, I'll tell you what, this is probably going to take me a bit of playing around, so I'm going to pause it now. I'll figure out off camera, and then when we come back, hopefully that steeple area will be about done. All right, because we've still got a few bits and bobs to do inside, so I want to make sure we get that done in this episode, as promised. So I'll see you in, like, 1 second. And we're back. So that's taken me a lot longer than I thought it was going to take, but I think we're about there. So the reason I'm standing here is because from down there it was looking a little bit wonky, so I just wanted to check that I've got everything lined up straight. But yeah, that's pretty straight for our steeple. It's still, it kind of looks a little thinner than I would have hoped maybe, so I don't know, it's taken me a long time to get that how it is. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. I'm potentially, if I can find like a better design for a steeple, that's like the first one I've done, and it was pretty tough. But if I can find like a really good design for a steeple, then potentially we'll change it. But yeah, for now, I mean, I'm fairly happy with how that's turned out. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. It looks kind of weird from this angle, but it is definitely straight. But it's just because of how it comes out of the building, I think. But yeah, I mean, that's turned out fairly well, I think. Oh, just let me check that. Just looking at it here, if we've got the same bits on the bottom, so we've got 2 there. And we've got 2 there, yeah, okay, so that's the same on all 4 sides. Alright, that's fine. So just let me get rid of these steps. And one word of advice, if you are planning on, if you're planning on doing a steeple roof of your own, I would not do what I did, which was basically just to get up there and start building with no idea what I was doing and try and figure it out, because I feel like if I'd had like a good layout or plan of exactly how to build that, it would have taken a lot less time, but that was tough. So I spent a good probably over an hour, maybe like an hour and a half, just sort of placing things, coming down, looking at it, moving it, getting it not right, and then obviously when I looked at it from like this angle, I thought it was wonky, but then obviously from straight on it's perfect. So oh, it was tough. That's definitely the toughest roof that I've ever had to build, and I'm still not 100% sure if we're happy with it. Let me know what you guys think. It looks kind of good. I'm not sure. Maybe it needs something else. Who knows? Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, that's gonna definitely do it for now. We could go back and change it, but yeah, I needed a break from that. So we're gonna do some more finishing touches on the inside. So the first thing that we absolutely have to do is put some beams over these ugly steps, because we don't want them visible from the inside. How does that look? Yeah, that looks much better. And I think we're going to have a big beam running all the way along the middle like this. Does that work? Can I reach? Oh, damn it. Damn it. I can just about reach to place that there. So yeah, so I want it having like wooden beams on the inside, and obviously we can't have that stone showing anyway, so we had to cover that with something. But I feel like wooden support beams is like perfect for this kind of old style of building anyway, so that's pretty cool actually. So let's bop. God, that has completely thrown me building that roof, honestly, guys. I was kind of thinking maybe like 20 minutes, figure that out, should be no problem. Boy, did I underestimate how difficult it is to get a steeple roof. Whew, that was definitely tough. I think what I'll probably do, I'm happy with it for now, definitely. But it's still kind of got like a little bit of nagging in my mind that maybe it could be done better. So I'll probably at some point look at some other videos of people that have done them before, like people that know what they're doing with the steeple roofs, and maybe we'll come back and change it slightly or tweak it or something. But yeah, I mean, it's tough. If any of you guys have ever made any pointed roofs like that, you know, let me know. It'd be really cool actually if you've got like pictures or something like that that you'd want to send in. Um, I'm just trying to think. So you can either do that like on Twitter, just send me a picture on Twitter, or if you've got me on Instagram, that's like a really easy way. You can just tag me in a picture or DM me the picture, whatever you like on Instagram. I'm normally pretty good at getting messages on Instagram. I check that one quite regularly, and Twitter as well. So yeah, if you've got pictures of ones that you like, or that you've made, ideally ones that you've made, because then I can kind of ask you for like tips and stuff. I know you could just find like an epic picture of like a really cool steeple that someone's made, but I probably wouldn't be able to copy it. But yeah, so we've got wooden beams on the inside. How's that looking? How's that looking? Yeah, that looks pretty nice. That looks pretty nice. I quite like that. It's looking very churchy, very churchy. And of course now what we need is, let me get these the right way. Where's the entrance? Entrance is here. So let's go. That's probably one too many. And if we put this, because every church ever has a good row of benches. Oh, actually, they should be facing the other way. What a dummy, because the altar, that's right, the altar that we're going to make is going to be over there. Right, let me pause it again, and then when we come back, I'll have all the stairs in, and we'll get to work on the altar, which is going to be like my favourite part of the episode, if it works out how I've got it planned. So I'll see you in a second. And we're back. So I've managed to put in a load of lovely benches, and we've set up an awesome little altar. So what I've done, I've used an enchanted... Hey, this is not... Oh, there it is. There it is. I love that animation. It's so cool. So what we've done, we've set up a nice little altar at the end of our church, and we've put in our rows of benches. So now it feels very churchy. So we're just going to add one more little touch, and then I think we're pretty much done for now. And of course that touch is going to be a lovely red carpet going all the way up to the altar. How thick do we want it? I guess this wide? That feels about right to me. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. So I think we're probably going to call it an episode there. So one thing I did do, which took me like another 30 minutes, I have had more than enough of this goddamn steeple roof. I think it's going to be a long time before I decide to make another roof like that. I've actually put in a load of netherrack in there and set it on fire. You can't really see it, which is kind of a shame, unless you're high up. So let's just quickly get a bit of a view of that, if we can. Oh, damn it, we're going to get bombed by that creeper. So there we go. So we've got a nice fire burning in the tower. So I guess it's kind of like a, I don't know, like a sacred fire burning in the tower. That kind of thing. But I thought that would look really cool. It is a bit of a shame that you can't get like a really big, wild fire kind of animation in any of the blocks in Minecraft. But, you know, you've got to use your imagination a little bit. We're limited with what we can do with Minecraft. But I think that looks really cool. If you're anywhere up high, you can see it. It looks absolutely awesome. And I just figured it was a really nice little touch to add in. Where's that creepity creep? There he is. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I did not get him at all. God damn it, stupid guy. I hate the creepers. They're so annoying. Right, let's quickly patch that up. And we'll take a real quick look at the church, and then we'll call it an episode, I think. There's a few little details that I want to do before it's properly finished, but I think we're pretty much there, and that roof has taken me so long, so much longer than I ever planned to spend on it. So I've kind of like lost the will to live with that roof. It does look pretty awesome. That's, you know, so it's been worth it in the end, but God, it was a struggle to get it just right. But yeah, so there's our awesome church / chapel, pretty much complete. The graveyard looks so cool. I'm really pleased with that. But yeah, so inside we've got our lovely red carpet, nice beams on the roof. comes up to the altar. The only thing we're going to add into here is I'm going to put in coloured glass panes for the window, so it's like a stained glass window, and then it will be like properly complete. But that's it for now. As always, guys, leave a like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Stay interactive, talk to me, talk to each other in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and peace.